April's been a really cool month, probably for most of the World Cup riders. Been able to be at home, get a ton of riding in and training without much travel. And the weather's been super nice. Normally it's off season and winter time when you've got a big block at home, but to have the whole month of April has been just an awesome time to be in nice weather and ride your local trails. So after Lourdes, I took some time off the downhill bike because my finger was still pretty sore. Honestly, Lourdes was pretty early to be riding with that broken finger, being 3 to 4 weeks out. But I wanted to get that race in, and then when I jumped back on the downhill bike, my finger felt way better. It's still a little stiff, but doesn't really like to bend in the straight motion, but I can grip the bar really well, which is rather it go that way than the other way. Yeah, so not having to kind of recover for events on the weekends, I was able to spend a lot more time, more days of the week, and train longer with all my weightlifting, do a ton of sprints and stuff on the road bike. So Thursday Night Race League is an idea I had. If you've got a trail pass or a season pass to the park, you can race for free. And we just pick a new track. A lot of times we'll connect trails with a fresh loamy section or try to be creative with the layout and never race the same one twice. And just have, a short little 1 to 2 minute downhill race for trail bikes and get a bunch of local people out to do it.
Just to go over the rules, we're using a downhill start clock. It counts down from 30 seconds to 0 every 30 seconds. So you're going to start on 0. Don't cheat, because everybody that's up here behind you is going to know that you cheated.
It's a super fun time. Normally we grill out in the parking lot after, and it's kind of a cool vibe, cool community event that I think everybody's stoked to be a part of.
Yes, Ricky. Not bad.
What's the max in the back?
175 at the rear, 170 in the fork.
I felt like I was going deep in the back.
Maybe we have to adjust the sack. But the total movement is really good.
Yeah.
Only 2 meters difference, so that means it's nice. Yeah. And also it's the first round, so.
Yeah, sick.
How many do you want to do today? 3 or 4?
Yeah, 3 or 4. I just felt like it was on some of the bigger, like this track is more like drop compressions.
Yeah.
So maybe 1 click of high speed in the back.
Open.
Close.
It's close.
Because it feels like it goes through the travel too quick on some of those drops. Like off a rock, bam, bam. Like a ledge.
Yeah.
Is the max compression speed too fast?
Not too much. 5,000.
I'll do another round, then we'll see.
Yeah, maybe, right?
Okay.
And the average speed was 2,800, so which is good.
Okay.
You want to check the sag another time?
Yeah.
No?
Here?
Yeah, there it's flat. You know?
Here it's flat.
What do you got going on with this data on Neko's bike?
Really good until he broke the tracer. No, it was really nice.
What's the data for?
Pretty much to keep the bike balanced and understand in numbers the feelings of the rider, I think, and help us to understand how the bike is going through the track.
You think it's helpful? More so than Neko just telling you what he thinks?
Yeah, way more. Like, it's more that I said when I look at the data and he checked them with his thoughts. It's way better for that.
This weekend we're at Mountain Creek racing the downhill southeast, and Mountain Creek is the spot where I first started riding downhill. I think it was fall of 2005. The first time I ever rode a downhill bike was here at this mountain, and I grew up in eastern PA, so this was the closest spot and really the only spot to ride downhill. It was cool to grow up in a place like this, and I've done a ton of races here over the years. Won the US Open as an amateur and in the pro category, and then have raced the nationals here over the years and have had a bunch of good results with that too. And Ancho came over here with the data acquisition system that he has been working with. Getting that on the bike has definitely helped to confirm that my setup was pretty close, and also make a couple of small adjustments to hopefully get the bike dialed going into the week at Fort William. Yeah, race weekend here was awesome. I spent a lot of time messing with my bike, really try to get it set up for Fort Bill. I think it's good to practice on a racetrack and get just on a surface that's more similar to what we're going to be racing next weekend. It's pretty rocky here, so it was good for setup. And Ancho was a huge help with using some of the data act stuff on the bike. And yeah, we found some small things that made a big difference. So hopefully we'll be comfy right off the bat on a fast setup at Fort Bill. But yeah, it was awesome just to be back here racing. So many friends and family, grandma and granddad came out to watch and everything. So it's always cool to race at Mountain Creek.
How many times have you been up this lift?
Between 6,000 and 9,000.
A lot of times.
Yep. I've eaten a lot of lunches on this lift, taken a lot of pisses off this lift, just so that I didn't have to stop riding. I don't really do that anymore, the eating lunch part. But back when I was a kid, I did not want to stop. Try to hit 30 runs a day. 40 PSI in the tires so you didn't get a flat. Otherwise then you'd have to stop. With downhill tubes.